Melody Mindfulness Collective. This right here, right now, is the joy of being live stream, coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York, folks. Very happy to be here with you as always. You know what, folks? Very excited to be here, and sorry for the late start. It will relate to the big old announcement that's coming up a little later. Oh. Huh. Hold on. See, this is part of the issue. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay, folks, welcome. Nice to see you here. Hope everyone's doing wonderfully. Would love to hear where you're at. What are you grateful for? What's new? What's happening? What's the deal? That's not how you spell that. What am I grateful for? Healthy boundaries. Is that how you spell boundaries? Anyway, folks, delighted to be here with you. A little exhausted as per usual. Very excited to hear how you're doing. Who are you? Where are you at? What are you grateful for? And we're going to be meditating here for 25 whole minutes, coming up real soon. It's coming real soon. And nice. Okay, perfect. It's steamy hot here, and it's a lot happening all at once. So, folks, hit me in the chat. Where are you at? What are you grateful for? And we'll jump right into the meditation any moment. It's going to be a good time. Also, I'm taking requests today. I have some ideas about what we want to do, but if you have thoughts or prayers, please let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there. We will go from there. Hello, Nate. Howdy, I've missed you. How are things? Things are good. I'm excited that there's a slow maze in this world. And, P.S., if anyone hasn't heard about a band called Pink Talking Fish, especially you, Nate, I would get on that immediately. Do you know who I'm talking about? If you don't Google them yet, just tell me if you know who they are or not, because I need to know how excited I am to tell you about them. Nate, where are you at? What are you grateful for? Dave, greetings from Lithuania. Grateful for good state. Excellent. Internal state, external state, the state itself, the nation state. Damn it. I was hoping you hadn't heard of them. Anyway, I looked up, I was like, I wanted to see if someone did like a version of Slow Llama sped up. I wanted to see what it sounded like. And it ends up that they had a slow to fast llama, like they did both. They're really, really good. They are very, very good. I think these guys are very good. Internal state, excellent. Glad to hear it. Folks, I'll talk more about it after, but there's going to be a big announcement at the end, a little after the meditation. The announcement is basically that we need to pause for the summer. I need a rest. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. And it's too choppy already. I mean, I'm only here every other week, maybe, if lucky. So that's the general breakdown. Grateful for slow mazes, even if they're kind of boring. I know. I mean, I think it was boring because I think they just did it on the fly. I think it could have been a really, really cool song, but they just were like, how do you play this song again? They were just like figuring it out as they went. So I think it could be like I don't know. I don't think of the MoMA Dance as a very exciting song. But I feel like there'd be a lot of room to move if they did what Pink Talking Fish does, which is like go in and out of the different versions. It's really exciting. Okay. The point of it is, folks, Pink Talking Fish is a band that covers Pink Floyd, Talking Heads, and Fish. And they're great if you like those bands. Okay, folks, we're going to meditate here for 25 minutes. Hit me with any requests. What would you like to meditate on today? The general topic is emptiness, but we'll go from there. We'll let that unfold as it will. And, good times. So, that's the announcement. I'm very sorry. Hopefully your lives will go on. Aaron B. from Indiana, food trucks. Excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so we need to take a summer break, but the goal is to be back at the end of the summer, and then good times for all. What else? Okay, folks, very exciting. Okay, so now let us jump into practicing. I hear no requests for the meditation. So, I was thinking maybe of doing this meditation I've done, I think once, well, at least once before. But basically, the origin of the concept of not this actually comes from this is what I mean. I'm a little wiped out. Actually comes from an emptiness practice where we notice the thingness of all of our experiences. Each thing is present, but we know that that thing is just, it's not, its thingness is impermanent. Its thingness is not as thingy as we think it is. So to see that as actually there's all of these things, and then there's not these things. There's the emptiness that passes right through them. And so the presence of objects can point to the sort of existential not this. It's really hard to guide if people don't already have a ton of experience with this stuff, but we'll see if it's possible. Any other requests for meditation? It's pretty weird. It's pretty esoteric. So if you want something a little more down to earth, you gotta use those talking flaps. We'll go from there. I have this new app that helps me watch the dog because she started chewing on the wall. Yeah, get a dog, they said. Oh, my phone is on airplane mode. I'm going to show you the dog cam. But the thing is that she's afraid of the sound of the camera moving. So I can't, if I move the camera, she's like, meh. Where is she? I don't know if you can, she's like whining now, hiding because this camera's making a sound. It's so weird to me. It's happened with another camera too. I thought it was like the specific one because it made like a really weird sound. This one's like pretty quiet. Anyway, super exciting. Okay, Muse Dave says every guided meditation from you is very good. Oh, that's very kind. In its own way. I don't have preferences. Okay, great. So let's meditate, folks. Maybe I'll just make something up. You know, this is our final stream before a short, brief pause. We will be back. So get ready to come back to the guided meditations soon. But what's the point of it is that because it's our exiting meditation for now, maybe we'll make it a freestyle one. Maybe we'll just make it up as we go. Okay, folks, so find that nice, comfortable position. When you're ready, oops, I hit the bell by accident. When you're ready, let's see here. Let's ask Nate. Nate, whenever you're ready, we will start the meditation. How about that? Nate, when you're ready, we're all waiting for you. Very embarrassing. Just kidding. I think even pretend embarrassment can create adrenaline, so it'll wake you up. Okay. All right. Nate's not responsive, or we have a massive lag. Oh, here we go. All right, folks, let's roll. Welcome to the Deep Mindfulness Collective. If you need more information, you can find it at deepmindfulness.io. Beginning by taking a few comfortable deep breaths and just feeling the body rise and fall. Each time we begin a meditation, we begin with the momentum of all of the previous moments. So watch as time unfolds into this particular moment, spilling out this immersion of material into consciousness. Noting that this material itself is insubstantial, that awareness can pass right through it, that it is not itself experienced as solid. The mind might tell us that our experiences are in fact quite solid and real, but we don't have direct access to things, experiences. We only have our perception of them. And so as we observe material appearing into our awareness, into our consciousness, recognizing that what we're observing is the perception of these experiences. It's not physical matter. It is a read on. It is a interpretation of something we don't have access to. We only have access to that sensory interpretation. So our entire world is this sensory display. But in order to make us not go crazy, the mind tells us that this is a very real experience. That's fine. It's helpful for survival. And in this moment, we want to recognize that the closest thing to real that we have is simply our sense experience. So letting ourselves scan through the body, as we normally do, recognizing that each of the sensations we come in contact with are, in fact, sensation. They are not substantial beyond being a sensation. So relaxing the sensations in the top of the head and the brow, the muscles behind the eyes. Relaxing the back of the tongue, letting the jaw go slack. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders. The upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and relaxing the hands. As we let go of any attempt to control the breath, letting the body breathe as it will. Again, recognizing that the sensations of the upper chest and upper back, noticing the breath coming and going, these themselves are not objects. They are themselves activities, sensations moving, changing, fluctuating. As we relax the belly and the lower back, the hips, the upper legs. As we relax the knees and the calves, the ankles and the feet. As we relax all of these, letting awareness pass through any facet recognizing that awareness itself does not need anything to be solid. And as it comes in contact with anything that seems solid, any remainder, any edge, awareness doesn't need that edge to go away or be different. And awareness can find its way right inside of that edge. You can see right through it. And if there's a place where there's a remaining facet of any particular sensation, anything seems solid, notice to whom does it seem solid? Letting awareness pass through that. If there's anything remaining in that process, letting awareness see through that. Anything in our experience that is experienced as pleasant. We don't have to push this away or make it not pleasant, but simply letting that equanimity, that spaciousness that does not need anything, let it pass through that pleasantness. If there's anything that's unpleasant, this is often where it gets tricky, because there will be an unpleasant sensation and there'll be a part of us that is pushing against that unpleasant sensation. So don't worry so much about the sensation as much as the part of us that feels that it is unpleasant. The part that's saying, ouch, dislike. Let awareness pass through that. And then most of our experience is in fact neutral. So letting awareness pass through all of that neutrality. And over time, we're cultivating a kind of turtles all the way down process where whatever remains, in effect, whatever is, we let awareness pass through that. We don't have to make it pass through, we just simply let that occur. So whatever is arising, whatever is touched by awareness, if awareness is able to simply pass through it, that thing or that set of experiences tends to evaporate. And whatever does not evaporate, we simply allow that into awareness. If it feels completely solid, does not want to become ethereal and spacious, we say, okay, that's fine. Just moving back one step and saying, to whom does this seem solid? Typically, an experience of something solid is two or more forces coming together. Often, the solidity we experience, the experience of thingness, the experience of something located in space, this is, in fact, a self or an observer, a watcher, an aware part pushing against some sense data. So letting awareness pass through whatever part is present. Sometimes this can feel less like something passing through something else and more like physically letting go in the body. Sometimes mentally letting go of a need for there to be an edge, for there to be solidity. And without solidity, there's no ground. Without a ground, it can feel disorienting. That's natural. In fact, we want to go towards that. If there's a part of us that does not want to go towards that, that's fine. We don't need to force it. We just let that part be stable and see if we can observe to whom does this part feel stable. So you'll notice that If we feel pain, which often feels quite solid, we don't worry so much about the pain. We move towards the part that feels that the pain hurts. These often seem merged together, but they are quite often, if not always, separate. The part that feels the pain hurting is often small. That's why the pain feels so big. We also notice anything that remains that feels solid. And if it does feel solid, we simply go to whatever observer or watcher self is watching and letting that become transparent. You'll notice we don't have to deconstruct things that feel deconstructive. We can look at what is looking. We can move to that which is, creating that solidity or tension in the first place. And now, for a moment, I'd like you to allow yourself to not do anything at all. Let go of any technique, let go of meditation. The mind may be focused, it might not. The mind might be observing some of what we talked about before, it might not. There's no way to tell, it could do anything, and we're not here to intervene with that. And we're going to add back just a little bit of doing to notice that when we do nothing, various selves arise, various drives arise. So, adding a little bit more doing by just letting awareness pass through whatever momentum of these drives, of these selves, has arisen. Same practice we were doing before, just letting the emptiness of awareness, this non-need, pass through the parts of us that have arisen that do have a need, the various drives. if we can, noticing that awareness doesn't need us to do much in order to do this process. See how little you need to do in order for awareness to simply permeate everything that's arising. Again, letting go of any need to do anything at all. The mind might drift, it might not. Either is fine. No intervention. And once more, allowing awareness to enter, to pass through anything and everything with as little efforting as possible. Allowing a tiny bit of light to enter the eyes, staying with the practice, staying in stillness. Eventually letting the eyes rest on a single point as they fully open. Noticing how easily awareness passes through the space between us and whatever we're looking at. Let awareness as easily pass through our bodies. Let it pass through all things, including the observer. In this way, letting this practice, this moment, be the great teacher. It shows us how we might bring this particular meditation, this practice, this way of relating to reality into every aspect of our life. Okay. Give yourself a little stretch. So as there are still probably maximal people on the line right now. Oh yeah, so P.S. This is the doggy cam. That's live outside my door right now. There's Willow wishing that she could come inside. She heard her name. She heard me say her name. Anyway, folks, since everyone's here right now, you haven't heard already, we're going to take a break for the summer. Just a couple months. I need a break. I'm tired. I'm getting burned out, man. You guys are wonderful, and I'm excited to see you again after a little bit of a break. Back with lots of fresh, new, rested ideas. So with that, though, we'll take questions. Here, hit me in the Discord. If you'd like to chat in the Discord, or if you want to type your report, what your meditation was like, what happened, what you're like now, anywhere else, you can do that now. Okay. Folks, hit me. What was that like? What happened? What do you like now? What's new? What was that meditation like for you? And yeah. So I got the cam because I don't think you can see it here. Maybe you can. Can you see it? Let's see. Right here, right there. That's where she chewed into the wall. That's like a hole in the wall that's like big. She didn't get through the drywall, but she got in there. She got like halfway through. So yeah, there's that. Okay, folks, hit me in the chat or the Discord. Let me know what your experience was like, what happened, what you're like now. Or not, no pressure. If folks want to call it a day, it's summer, jump out there, get into that sunshine. I understand. But if you'd like to give a report, please do. I'd love to hear it. If any questions, comments, queries, anything about what to do with your practice between now and 2 months from now, 2-ish months from now, when we start again, let me know. Dave, I see you're here in the Discord if you want to raise your hand, or I can even invite you to speak if you want. Here you go. You're in. Hit me. Can you hear me? Oh, it says something's up with your microphone. You're muted or something. Headphones are off. No headphones. Let's try talking again.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. There we go. Welcome.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the guided meditation. The more I do the practice, the easier like my experience breaks down. It's like wavy. So yeah, it's getting more
wavy?
interesting to meditate and more,
You said wavy?
Before I was, yeah, like.
Yeah,
that's
that makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Have you read Shinzen's chapter on flow from 5 Ways?
No, I haven't.
I totally recommend reading that. So he wrote an essay called The 5 Ways to Know Yourself. It's in his writings. It's basically, if you want to accelerate your practice a lot, first of all, get on retreat. He does weekend retreats all the time. Just go as many retreats as you can. See if you can get on a week-long retreat. And then also read all his writings, but you don't have to do all his writings. He has 5 big essays, which are some of them are long, some of them are shorter. But if you can get through those and understand them, there's some parts that are just still intractable for me even. But if you can get through them and and practice them, your practice is gonna J-curve. You're gonna be really shocked at how deep your practice will go very quickly.
Oh wow! Yeah, thank you for recommendations.
Yeah, and plus it's you get to see meditation talked about from an engineering point of view, so it's very structured and makes sense.
I like that Shinzen Yang brings intellectual understanding in meditation and makes it all easier to understand.
Yeah, and it's not like I feel like sometimes people use their intellect and it'll be sort of frou-frou, or it'll be it seems very hard-nosed. It's okay, this is what I mean. This is precisely what I mean. So, nice. Excellent. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, queries, challenges?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to thank you for all the guided meditations that you've done and answered all my questions.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I really hope we see you soon after the summer, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. All right.
Excited to see you soon too.
Yeah, excited to be back. Good times for all. Awesome, man. Okay, well, thank you again, and I'll pop you in the audience here. Any other questions, comments, queries, challenges, or concerns, or should we call it a day? Up to you. No problem either way. I can go play with Whining Dog, whose name I will not mention. Hit me in the chat if so. If not, that's fine. We can transition into the summer. It's like the last period of class where you're like, summer's coming. Okay, folks, seems like there are no reports. Lovely to be here with you as always, folks. Delightful. Please send me any questions, comments, queries, challenges, any of that stuff. Thank you so much there. Who said that? Nate, peace to you. I'll see you. I don't know. I can only maybe go to the shows at Jones Beach. I don't have tickets either. I'm just going to show up and see what happens. Mid-August, beginning of September. August I'll still be, because I have my niece's graduation. Okay, excellent. So, folks, yes, we'll be back for sure. But what is the punchline here? Okay, delightful to be here with you as always. And as always, let's listen to some music here. So, folks, as always, it is such a complete and total delight to be here with you. Always fun, always exciting to find out what's new with you. To spam the chat with emojis. So, folks, right now in this particular moment, go ahead and take your time and dive into experiencing all this stuff as empty, spacious, open. Feel free to open your experience in that way. Let everything that seems solid be experienced as transparent. Take care, everyone. Have a peaceful summer, says Dave. Thank you, Dave. Lovely to be here with you all, folks. And, folks, as always, practice well. Take care of each other. Have fun. And we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.